So you want to know a little bit more about the Dulux Trade Aqua UniPrimer. Now it says on the tin, primer, sealer, stain block and undercoat. Now this will probably stop your watermarks, but just be a bit mindful when we come to knots. Knots are always a little bit questionable. Always use the appropriate knotting primer for knots. Shellac knotting based products are always very good. But I'm going to explain where I'm going to be using this. This is going to be used as a grip primer for me and an undercoat, and I'm going to get into that in this video. Let's blend out and go into it now. Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator, and I'm not one for jumping on the bandwagon, but do you know what? I've jumped on the bandwagon. Recently, you've probably seen a lot of promotion, and it's been pushed by a lot of, shall I say, the TikTok painters, the influencers on social media. Clearly not me. I'm a proper YouTuber influencer. But you've seen what the thumbnail is and you see what I'm talking about. And this is the bandwagon I'm going to jump on, because everybody talks about grip coat primers. And at long last, I'm going to say Dulux have come out with something that is being promoted and pushed forward. And this isn't a paid sponsorship. This isn't a promotion of Dulux. This is... I've done what everybody else has probably done. If you're a painter and decorator, or you're a DIYer and you've been into your local Dulux or your Paintwells or your Brewers, anywhere like that, and you've seen the demonstrations, you've probably picked up a sample box, a sample tin. There's some tiles, there's some substrates in there to actually do some testing of this UniPrimer. Now I've got the little cans as well, and I'm going to put it to the test. It's all right doing these little tiles and things like that. Let's put it back into real world working. Now I will be doing, you'll see this video before you see a video on the little tiles on here, but I'm doing a video because I've got some bathroom cabinets. You can see them there next to Doris. Doris is in the corner. We're trying to retire Doris. But I've got some bathroom cabinets. Now, to me, I'll call these bathroom cabinets the stuff like you get at IKEA. So they're a veneer wood over an MDF base. What I've done to prepare these, I'll just spin the camera a bit further down. What I've done to prepare these, I've given them a sand over with the Merca, and I've just got, I packed it away. I've got the Merca stuff there. I've got the Daros and the Dios. I've sanded them over with 180 grade sanding disc or pad, and then I've gone over with 120s and 180, and then the final clean down was I got some warm soapy water just to get any residue, soap grease and things like that. So they actually came up really nice, dusted them all off, and I coated them up with a roller. Now I've just got the ProDeck Advanced Microfiber. These are a 4mm mini roller, and they're the low pile, so they actually are ideal for putting that finer coat of paint on if you want to just get a finer coat of paint. And that's what I've done. I've gone over these bathroom cabinets. I've got some door fronts to do as well, which are just off camera, you can't see. But I have applied it. Now what I did, I just cut round the edges just with a little brush. And when I mean a little brush, I mean a little brush. One of these sample brushes you probably picked up along the way. And it was just ideal just to go into the corners and the edges and the angles, the areas you can't get with a mini roller. And then I just coated up UniPrimer all over these surfaces, back and front. I'll show you, I've done the back as well, because we want to try it. These were a bare wood. They're something that a bit of tanning could come through, and that's, if you don't know what tanning is, it's the staining of wood. Now, not all woods do it, some do. More, look at hardwoods are probably a prime example. Oaks and things like that can get tanning coming through. Now, I'm going to do the little asterisks. I'm going to tell you what this can go over. I'll just read the back of the can if you can see it. Right. This will go over main surfaces, interior, exterior. Now, if I just read what it says, it's the Aqua UniPrimer, so that means it's water-based. You can wash your stuff out with water, no problem whatsoever, washing that brush out there. And it is paint that is water-based, primer and advanced adhesion properties for all major interior exterior substrates including wood, metal, UPVC and glossy pre-painted surfaces. Now with this being a veneer wood, it had got a bit of a glossy finish, you know how they do the lacquer. That was all sanded down and I've coated it up with that roller. This was done yesterday, so we are looking at 24 hours afterwards because I wanted to give it a fair crack at the whip. Now if I get my nails, that feels tight. That feels tight. You know, if you're a painter and decorator, you know whether something feels tight. I don't want to go in with a screwdriver. I don't want to go purposely trying to scratch it off, but that does feel tight. And the reason I'm going to say that is this product is dry within 30 minutes and it's recoatable after about an hour. It says that on the tin. But the curing time, i.e. the proper curing, hardening off of this paint, you look at 5, 6, 7 days. To be on the safe side, look at that, 7 days. Give it a week. But that doesn't mean you can't go over the top of it with other paints in the meantime. So this has been dry within 30 minutes. It was ready to coat after an hour, but I've actually come next day, which is 24 hours later. And what I'm going to be doing with these, I'm going to be giving them another coat of the primer, the UniPrimer. Why are you saying? Well, that is actually a primer coat that's gone on. It's gripping well, but I want to build it up. I want to get another coat onto it to make it like an undercoat, to get a little bit more obliteration, a little bit better opacity. The opacity is not bad, but because I've used that little roller, I've probably rolled it out a little bit too much, and it is actually showing through. I know if I can zoom in, it is probably actually showing through a little bit of the colour of the wood. I'm not too worried because these are going to be sprayed. I will be spraying these eventually, but for that first coat, the primer coat, and the second coat, which will be classed as my undercoat, I'm building it up with a roller. That's mainly to go around any of the little bits of corners that have got knocked. Bit of the wood grain, it will fill in any of the little wood grain tick marks you can see. Oh, you can't see because it's very far away. But the texture of that wood on that veneer, it will give a nice even coverage over that. So we'll be having 2 coats, and then I will be spraying it with, and I'm going to reach back of the camera. As I say, no paid sponsorship, no endorsement of anything, but I will be spraying it with Intact 8. Now this is a good all-round paint for furniture. It's got proper PU properties, so you haven't got that problem of it going soft on you if you're touching it too much. So these as cabinets will be finished with Intact 8, which is at 8% sheen level. You can go over it with any paint you want. If you've got other paints that are in the Dulux brand, you can go over the UniPrimer. But for this purpose, this job, I am going to see what it's like going over with the Tikkurila Intact 8. But so far, so good. I'm going to give you a thumbs up on that Dulux. I fell out of love with Dulux. There's some good products, but there's also some products that I think they want knocking on the head and moving to the side because they're not that good, in my personal opinion. But for this UniPrimer is a good all-round grip primer. Make sure you clean down your surfaces properly. Make sure you dust it off. That's where people have problems. Now, I'm just going to say what it says on the back. Application, brush, roller or spray. I'm not spraying it this time because I haven't got enough paint to put in my pot. I've only got these 250ml pots, and what I've coated up has nearly been one of these. So I have got 2 of these, thankfully, and I can give it another coat. But if I got a little bit more quantity, I would spray it. Now, if you're spraying with airless, you probably don't want to thin it too much. You might put a spot of water in it, just depending on what spray tip you're using. If you're using an HVLP, depending on your unit you've got, you might need to thin it a little bit more, but give it lighter coats and build up if that's the case. If you've got thinner coats going on, the first coat will actually soak in and then build up with some more coats over the top. But I will be spraying these and I will be using the Intact 8. But just going back to what I was saying, stir thoroughly before use. Don't just shake it because these might have been on the side quite a while and it might have settled and sediment at the bottom. Give it a good stir up. To get the best results, ensure surface to be primed are sound, clean and dry. After suitable preparation, apply 1 coat of Dulux Trade Aqua UniPrimer, followed by the appropriate Dulux Trade paint system. Now, am I being a rebel because I'm trying to use a Tikkurila? But do you know what? I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, I can come back on a later video and say, do you know what? You've got to stick with the Dulux paints. I don't think that's going to be the case. This won't be any problem going over the top of that with 2 coats of this. But always read the back of the can. Always take advice. If you're unsure, Dulux do have a customer service helpline and they will always advise if you've got any questions. But on the whole, so far, how that feels, how smooth it feels, I'm quite impressed with that. This will be something that will, I don't want to say game change, but if you are new to painting and decorating and you've got apprehensions about going over oil-based paints that have been previously done on a job or at your own house and you're wanting to bring up to a modern water-based paint system, it's always good to give a good sand, dust off, and you can't go wrong if you put a bit of a grip coat primer over the surface. Yeah, so I'm going to say give this a go. You will see me in follow-on videos from this when we are actually doing the spraying and actually giving the results. But so far so good. This has gone on lovely with a roller and the finish feels lovely and smooth. There's no orange peel to it. It's not feeling gritty. It is actually feeling silky smooth.